Number 6, have you ever thought of looking carefully at your closing percentage, your closing ratio? Presentations made to contract signed. Pre-qualifying will almost always improve it as long as you're practicing and comfortable asking the questions. You can't walk in and say, well, I got these questions that are kind of important, and I'd like to ask them if possible. They're not going to list with you. You have to practice. You have to be very comfortable saying, I've got a series of questions that need to be answered for us to move ahead and get your property sold. Number 7 on the list, when pre-qualifying, if the clients are vague or unclear, don't be afraid to ask additional questions to determine the motivation. Remember, look at the word motivation. Motive to action. Is that seller prospect you're talking to capable or willing to take action? And they can't take action if they don't have a motive, something they're trying to accomplish or do. And then number 8, remember, it's okay to lose a prospect or an appointment because you did your job and the pre-qualification and discovered they didn't have the motivation, or they were too set on an unrealistic price. It's okay to not go on the presentation. But Mike, I've only got one presentation a month. Well, then we have to set a better schedule to get you prospecting more often so you can do your job at a higher level. I did a seminar last week in Los Angeles, and I said to one of the people in the audience, I arbitrarily picked a man, and I said, how many presentations do you go on an average month to list property? He said, well, 1 or 2. I said, why don't you go on more? He said, well, my average commission is $18,000. He said, if I do 2 deals a month, that's $36,000. Times 12, that's $400,000. I said, but you live in California with the highest tax rate and the highest level of expense. He said, no, it's enough. Well, the motivation has to be strong in the mind of the seller that they have to sell, but the motivation has to be strong in your mind that you want to accomplish and do something beyond what you've done in the past.